EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. Flush to his right. He finds his man. Complete. It's Lloyd. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Yellow, yellow. Come back.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Lloyd. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now Patrick going to change the play. Hands it off out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. An audible here to get a new look.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, yellow, go.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the defense bit hard there. They were thinking run all the way, play fake, working to perfection on 4th down.
And it was able to work because of the down and distance situation.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
Usually in this spot, you hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
Now Willis. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10.
19 Lions. Here we go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Riggs. Buffalo 18.
From the gun, here's Willis. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now they'll audible to something else. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Willis wants to pass it again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
70 Ranger, 60 Bobcat, 60 set. Mustang 19.
Willis out of the gun. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 71 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
That's complete left side to Gray. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
To throw, here's Willis. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set. Cup 19. Cup 19. Go street. Warriors 70. 18. Pioneer. Ready.
Willis. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to find Gray here. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Dragon 60. 19 Lion.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Willis will look to pass again here. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now here's Mahomes. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Mahomes going to change things up. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
43. Right. Hey, 57. Yellow. 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Lloyd. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
At the 8-yard line.
Right. Hey, 43.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
70 range, 70 range. Ready.
Back to throw, Willis. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Willis. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Fighting his way through contact. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 15 yards brings up 4th down.
65 cat, 65 cat. Last name 19. 60 backward, 60 backward.
They do go for this. Here's Willis. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
He was defended
Yellow.
by Ja'Cory Bennett.
15. 15, yellow, 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 yellow. Right side.
Mahomes now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Yellow, yellow. Hey, color, color. Hey, 57, 57 color, 57 color. Attack, attack! Hey, dribble in, dribble in. Attack!
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Hey, 43. 43. 43. My time.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go. Set. Come 19. Come 19. Hey, smash.
Willis will look to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
Warriors 70. Pioneer.
Willis looks to pass it here. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now Willis to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Daxton Hill puts it off, and the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't book it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart.
And now here's another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Attack, attack!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw, Willis. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the 42-yard line.
The shotgun snap to Willis. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They'll run it. Here's McFadden. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Here's Willis. Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Steelers get a bit closer.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Yellow.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lloyd. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Yellow. Attack!
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Let's go. 19 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight. Say, hey. Go.
Now Willis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
70 Ranger. Riggs.
To throw, here's Willis. Oh, that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Go!
Here's Willis. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Lloyd. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs had 6 to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 17-yard line.
Go, check. Go, check. Ready, ready?
From the gun, here's Willis. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Panther 11. Check, 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 check.
Willis. He's going to go up top again. That's caught at the 25. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 62 yards. Willis looking to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7.
To throw, here's Willis. Out to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll run. McFadden. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Willis out of the gun. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
Here we go. 19 Lions.
Willis will try and throw for this. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 24.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, he didn't find the end zone a whole lot in his rookie campaign, but he's got himself a touchdown here in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big playability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it's certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 range, 70 range. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Willis to try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Attack, attack! Yellow! 15!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mahomes going to throw it here. He finds his man, complete. It's Lloyd. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. To the right side and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Now Willis. And a throw right sideline is complete. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
79 Broncos. Tag. Dragon 60. 19 Lions.
Throwing, Willis. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you have to expect in this situation that the defense is going to be playing the perimeter. They don't want any easy passes out there where someone can grab it and step out of bounds. So that was excellent work there to force the incompletion.
Buffalo 18.
One final try here for Willis. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The Chiefs going to play on another week as we say so long, everybody.